And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Knicks Cast channel. I don't remember a time down where we streamed twice in the last twice in 3 days in terms of games. But regardless, I think I have to be back to the playoffs. But speaking of playoffs, we have a playoff rematch tonight between the New York Knicks and the Detroit Pistons in Detroit. Two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. Now, the Knicks have been on a bit of a skid. Pistons still remain atop. The Knicks are close by the Pistons in terms of the standings. Pistons have had a little struggles of their own. There's also been some injuries with the Pistons, which we'll go over in a second. But Donald, your first thoughts? How would you like to see the Knicks bounce back? They've been on a 3-game skid, as I mentioned.
Well, they have to. I mean, they've given up. They've given up on the defensive end. Let's just call a spade a spade. They've not even shown up on the defensive end. Not shown the requisite level of intensity. It's almost like if their shot isn't falling, then they kind of give up on the defensive end. So it seems like the two things are correlating. So I put it down to exhaustion because I can't say it's a chemistry issue, considering the chemistry was spot on right through that cup run and then Christmas Day and the whole thing. So I just think that crazy schedule has caught up to them. I'm not excusing them because you have to play hard every single night, but they're not robots. So I do think that's been an element, something that they need to fix. But I mean, this is a huge game. I mean, if you're looking at the honest truth, this is probably maybe the second or third biggest game of the year already. I mean, we're talking about 1 versus 2 in the East. The Celtics are right on our heels right now, and that's without Jason Tatum. We need to start getting some wins together, and this is a big opportunity to do so. If you can beat the Pistons here, then the Knicks could feel really good and classify themselves as a class of the East. But there's a lot of pressure on them here. They need to show up. And I think they will.
Absolutely. So we're going to get to the starting lineup, starting off with the Pistons. I mentioned they had some injuries. Cade Cunningham at the 1, Duncan Robinson at the 2. He was questionable heading into the game. Asar Thompson at 3. Paul Reed actually at the 4 today, and Isaiah Stewart at the 5. Jalen Duren will be out for about a week. He'll be reevaluated with an injury. For the Knicks, we have Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Townsend, Robinson, Donald. I've been a big fan of Mike Brown this year, but I got to say I got to disagree with the lineup choice in this one. I much would rather have Deuce McBride at the 2 as opposed to Bridges, because not only the defensive aspect, but the Pistons are starting technically 2 non-shooters. I know Isaiah Stewart averages about nearly three-point attempts per game, but to me, it's not enough. I would rather have 5 shooters try to expose a weakness. Remember, Donald, when I showed you the one graphic from Saturday night, or was it Friday night, where where the opponent, the Heat, were not guarding some of their shooters out there.
And we've already been through the statistics that Deuce is actually much better in the starting lineup than he is off the bench.
Yes. Deuce gets a lot more easy shots with the starting lineup, and for obvious reasons with Jalen Brunson. But regardless, we are at center court as both the Knicks and Pistons are about to tip off. Once again, I mentioned this is a playoff rematch. This is the site of where the Pistons season ended last year, as we start off with Jalen Brunson getting the tip-off, and he'll bring up the ball guarded by Asar Thompson. Brunson goes left of the screen from Anunoby, hits it to Towns. Towns looks for a pass. Anunoby fakes. Anunoby inside. Shot's no good, but a foul. Love the mug, Donald.
Thank you.
So OG Anunoby will head to the free throw line as we start this off. Pull out the old tablet. Anunoby, 1.8 steals per game. And it's strange, Donald, as he's actually, as I mentioned, he's at the free throw line. He's been kind of a 3-point slump as of late.
I've noticed that. But a lot of our guys have been in a slump, apart from Brunson.
Anunoby knocks down the first. He is a 81% free throw shooter, nearly 82. Very good on that mark. Anunoby misses the second, so it is rebounded by Detroit. Cunningham brings the ball up, picked up by OG.
I'm crazy ahead of you, by the way. I need to pause this in the next break.
Gotcha. As Duncan Robinson knocks down the three and the foul. Well, folks, let me mention. I mentioned it in my notes, or actually, not even my notes, in my my YouTube post community. The reason I originally was not going to do this game, but of course the NBA decides, okay, it's only going to be on Peacock.
Crazy.
So crazy, stupid decision. That's why I'm going live for y'all. I just got to the point where Duncan Robinson just hit the free throw. Brunson looks like he's limping a little bit off that left knee.
Oh.
Jalen Brunson will bring the ball up, gets another screen from Anunoby for the switch. He's now switched on to Cade Cunningham, now finds Karl Anthony Towns. Towns at the top of the key, looks for Bridges, cutting. Bridges' mid-range jumper is long. Rebound, Robinson tipped. Robinson tips it up, and it's taken by the Pistons. Duncan Robinson with the steal that time. Cade Cunningham in transition stops. Passes batted up in the air, and stolen by Bridges. He bats it up. He gets inside. Layup is, he blew it. And the Pistons will take the rebound. Off transition, Asar Thompson to Stewart knocks down the corner three.
Right, I paused it. I should be able to catch up with you now.
Brunson on the drive, double teamed off the glass, no good. Tipped, rebounded by Reed. Pistons in transition. They do have a 2-on-3. Cunningham drives inside off the glass is good.
Oh, God. What an awful start.
I think that 3-point foul was a huge factor. Brunson drives down the lane, pulls up, floater is good.
All right. We are in a real slump on the defensive end, man. That is still carrying over.
Could not agree more, and we'll get into that, obviously, as we did a little bit. Cunningham off the screen to the right. Nixon drop. Isaiah Stewart airballs the corner three. Rebound, Paul Reed. Reed retreats to the perimeter. Hands off to Cunningham. Cunningham off the screen. Knicks look to ice. Reed inside 2-on-1. Shot is good on the floater.
Far too easy. And they're doing this without Duran.
Yes, that's the problem. Brunson screened from Robinson. Brunson looking, finds Robinson. Robinson looking for a handoff. He finds Karl Anthony Towns. He is fouled by Paul Reed. This is like, I get it. You know, the paint has been bad. But you know what? If you have good point of attack defenders at Deuce in the starting lineup, this is much more preventable. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you called it, bro. You did not like the starting lineup, and it's quite obvious. I can see why.
Robinson at the top of the key looking for a handoff. He is defended by Isaiah Stewart. He's going to try to go to the basket. Robinson inside blows the layup. Rebounded Pistons.
That was pathetic.
Thompson on the perimeter. Cunningham picked up by OG. Drives into the paint. Inside, no good. Rebound Brunson.
Finally, we contested something.
Brunson down the lane on Thompson. Brunson stops, pops, fires, and fires the floater in.
Dude, it's the Brunson show, bro. He's the only dude that's doing anything on offense.
Cunningham looks, finds Paul Reed. Reed looking for a handoff. Good defense from OG off the ball. Now he finds Thompson. Picked up by Bridges. Thompson drives to the basket. Spins, fades away. Shot no good. Tip up. Rebound Reed. Back out to Stewart. They get the offensive possession. Cunningham drives down the lane. Kicks into the paint. That's Reed inside as he gets the backdoor cut. Runs with a quick handoff to Bridges. Bridges slips, drives in the paint, fades, jumper, got it. Cunningham drives down the lane, kicks to the corner. Thompson not defended at all and misses the layup, but a foul. Woof about that paint defense, Donald. Woof, 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 woof. What's up, Armand? Hope you're doing well.
What's up, Armand? Thanks for joining, man.
Because, Donald, if you have good point of attack defenders, you're not putting as much pressure on the bigs to defend. And here's the thing too, right? Is Asar Thompson's the line, he'll knock down the first. We saw, although he was our best player, as Deuce is actually the first sub. To me, I don't get why he should be in the lineup, but regardless,
well, I think he's probably realized his mistake.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, like we saw how even though he played the best out of the bunch against the Hawks. You saw how Huck Porty struggled a little bit, right?
Right. No, you're right, man. We did. It's good to see
Start
Deuce
Tom
back in the hopefully Deuce kind of fixes the point of attack defense.
Brunson picked up by Thompson, drives to his right. Brunson going right down the baseline. Brunson pulls back, 2-point jumper, got it.
That was sick.
Robinson off the handoff, drives into Reed. Reed inside. No, rebound OG. Knicks can run in transition a little bit. Brunson drives down the lane, double team, pass out to the wing. OG wide open. Shot is no good. Rebound Thompson. Cunningham picked up by Bridges. Brunson in the gaps for help. Cunningham backs down, turns, fires, and banks off the glass. McBride in transition feeds to Brunson. Brunson drives with Cunningham and gap help. Brunson around the town screen. Pulls up for the mid-range. Got it!
Brunson is on some kind of heater.
Insatiable.
Insatiable.
Cunningham, screen to the left. Now switched on to OG. Looks for a pass, and Robinson blows the layup.
They call lucky there, bro. They were asleep back door.
That was on Brunson that time. So timeout Knicks. They badly need it. And once again, I get what you're saying, Donald, in terms of realizing the mistake, but like you could have started with this lineup. It's not like Deuce is severely hurt or anything. I know he's coming off an injury, but once again, I mentioned it for sole purposes of they're running double big. You could run a 5-out lineup and have better point of attack defense. It's a plus. It's a plus. And here's the thing as well. People have been criticizing Mikal Bridges a lot on Twitter recently for his lack of shooting and his defense. I do think it deserves criticism. My personal opinion. I've been high on Bridges all year, but
yeah, me too.
His lack of screen navigation was hurting. I mean, you saw that against the Hawks. You saw that against the Sixers. That's definitely hurting. I know people. Donald, I got to tell you the one moment that pissed me off against the Sixers. I don't know who it was. It was Edgecombe. It was Maxey. Tries a long three-pointer, right? Brunson's under the basket. Paul George is under the basket. Karl Anthony Towns is under the basket. Towns just lets him get the rebound, isn't Paul George?
Yes.
That pissed me off like no other. I was like, really, Towns? Like, I don't want to start this Towns conversation again.
No, I'll avoid it. But I mean, if I was down on anybody, it's Towns. Like, a lot of this is down to him. Like, we need him to be Brunson's number 2.
Yes.
We need him to step up and be his number 2. And also, we need him to be battling on the defensive end. He's never going to be a good defender. It's never going to be him. But effort is something that should never be negotiable. And it's been negotiable with him lately. So I've been the most disappointed with him. And, I mean, listen, if there's anyone that could go, it's him, because we have turned down the opportunity of giving him an extension. So at the moment, like, we are tied to Bridges for long term. We're tied to Hart for considerable time. Brunson's obviously untouchable. That just leaves the only 2 guys that you would consider are maybe tradable right now are Mitchell Robinson because of his contract situation, and Cat because of his contract situation. Yep. Mitchell Robinson, when he plays well, is basically vital and untouchable. So at least with Cat has to start stepping up. Now, I'm not saying he's going to get traded anytime soon. I'm just saying that he needs to figure it out. Sometimes he figures it out and he looks phenomenal, and then others he just looks like he's just on another planet, like he has been the last 3.
Listen, you're stating the blatantly obvious, and I know I've mentioned this several times. The more analytical folks talk about things like impact and this, that, and the third, and sure that was missed against the Hawks on Friday night, but also you can't have, Cat's impact is great because of his three-point shooting ability to space the floor just to drag the center out. I get that. But also you can't have him playing like an NPC. That's just how it is. You don't want to pay for a $53 million NPC. That's just how it goes.
No, he is not worth $53 million as we speak. And this
hell no.
three-point shot has been off all year.
Yeah, I agree. Deuce McBride off the screen, drives to the basket and scores.
Huge.
Knicks down by 4, 17-13 as we come out of the break. Cunningham with OG on him. Couple of dribbles, drives to the middle. Cunningham inside off the glass, no good, but a foul.
I'd like to see that again.
I would like to see that again. I think OG held up his best contest.
I thought he did too.
Cunningham, a continuing rising star in the NBA, drafted first overall in 2021.
So good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Big fan.
Cunningham knocks down the first. And speaking of point guards in the Eastern Conference, did you hear about the rumors of Trae Young?
Yeah, I heard that he might be going to the Wizards where a deal centered around CJ McCollum.
That is correct.
As an expired.
Cunningham misses the second. Yeah, it's interesting, and there's a lot more to that actually would help the Knicks. Anyways, Deuce McBride drives in the lane, kicks back to Towns. Towns defended by Stewart, couple of step backs, hands to Anunoby, drives to the middle. Anunoby steps, looks, finds Brunson, 7 to shoot. Brunson drives down the lane. Inside, gets it to go. Brunson, 10 points already.
10 of our 15 from Brunson alone.
Cunningham scores as he gets around the paint.
Far too easy.
Brunson, screen from Towns. He rejects. Brunson, picked up by Thompson. Oh, that was a beautiful move right there. Brunson trying to size up Stewart. Pulls up, and there was a foul on the play. Mike Brown, 12th season as NBA head coach and his first with the Knicks. Well, Karl Anthony Towns is shooting free throws. That means likely a defensive 3-second violation as he knocks down the free throw. Jordan, we have a new brand of subs. Robinson, McCullough, and Clarkson all flush into the game.
OG setting. Been disappointed with OG, I have to be honest, man. His defense hasn't been there so far.
I agree. Brunson finds Robinson. Robinson looking for a man. Still looking for a handoff. Finds Brunson. Brunson near the Pistons low. Brunson trying to make a move on Thompson. Now doubled. Brunson looks. Brunson pulls up for 3. Shot is well off. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Duncan Robinson. Cunningham to Stewart. Stewart inside. Shot's no good, but a foul.
This is a wild rotation, and I have to say I'm not a fan of it. So let's break it down for the viewers. We got McCullough in there.
We have a Clarkson.
Mitch, we got Brunson. We got Clarkson.
I don't think Clarkson needed the early sub-in. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, it almost feels like one move too many.
Stewart misses the first. Yeah, because Jaden Ivey is about to check in also for the Detroit Pistons. A very big fan of Ivey, although he's been demoted. Yeah, I don't think Clarkson needs to be subbed in this early. I thought the Deuce lineup was going well. I thought it wasn't on Deuce. Not that he's been subbed out, obviously, but yeah, I don't think Clarkson needed a sub in this early as Stewart not misses one, but both free throws. Knicks can push it. They're down 4 with about 5 minutes to play.
There's Deuce.
McBride picked up by Ron Holland. Goes to his left off the screen. Drives to the lane. Inside. Shots blocked. Out of bounds there by Stewart. I like that Deuce is attacking the paint.
Yeah, it gives him another look.
Don't understand why Clarkson flashed out to the perimeter so late. Not my problem, though. Robinson dribbles, now looking for handoff. Good defense by Stewart. Hands to McCullough. McCullough drives baseline. McCullough stops, backing down Holland. Back him
No, I
down.
don't want that. I don't
Turn.
want that. I don't need that.
Shots blocked out of bounds. It was last tip by Robinson.
Come on. You can't post up. Who do you think you are?
That is no way in hell a McCullough shot. That is no way in hell. There's got to be an easier look there.
Never takes that. That's disgraceful.
Ivy hands to Cunningham. I completely agree. Stewart with the open roll.
Anthony?
Ivy in the post. Pulls up, mid-range jumper. Got it. Ivy has always been a talented scorer. Brunson to the right. McCullough drives baseline. Kicks out to the perimeter. This is Clarkson. Clarkson for three. Yes. Got it. That's a spray three.
God. We've been missing the spray threes the last few weeks. Last few games. Well, McCullough
Cunningham drives baseline and scores.
McCullough just got cooked. Absolutely on a skillet.
Clarkson knocks down a corner three.
Boom. All right, Clarkson. So actually, Clarkson's the right call. It's just McCullough's killing us.
Now the Knicks shifted to a zone. Cunningham looking for a man. Pick and roll. Cunningham knocks down the three.
Again, McCullough got cooked again by Cade. Get McCullough out of this game, man. He's killing us.
Brunson pulls back his dribble. Played up by Holland. Holland, a very good defender. Brunson drives into him. Pulls back. Two-pointer is up. No good. Tip up. No good. Robinson with the rebound. Robinson looks. Finds Deuce. Open perimeter three. Got it.
Right. Deliberately foul and get McCullough out of this game.
I was going to say, are they in the bonus yet? I don't think so. I'm assuming they're going to run another screen and roll, but they haven't yet. Cunningham is placed up with McCullough. Now they switch it, and McCullough gets the steal. How about that? Finally. McBride to the corner. Clarkson for three. No. Rebound is up and taken by Holland.
His leg was all over the place. He didn't even have a proper landing.
He didn't square up to the basket.
No, he didn't.
Timeout Pistons. Knicks are down 2, though.
Well, I mean, I'm glad he got that steal, but let's be honest.
No, true. You're right.
Cade absolutely roasted him on a skillet. And he was awful in the offensive end. Like we can't afford passengers, man. This is 1 versus 2. We can't afford passengers.
Could not agree more.
I wonder if we go DOR next.
You know, I was going to mention something because I posted a recap for the Sixer game, right? And Yabusele was essentially useless. And I'm asking the same question as Knicks fans. Not that I was high on him earlier in the season, but I'm like, you know what Yabusele is at this point? He's just a good screener, and that's it. He's useless, or I should say Yabba Dabba Doo, Fred Flintstone. Give DOR a look. See what he's got. That's what I disagree with Mike Brown. You know, we talked about how basically he's not stubborn to one player. There's times where he does play in the rotation. There's times where he doesn't play in the rotation, as in Yabusele. So I'm looking at like, okay, DOR needs to get more minutes. He's lengthy. He's lanky. Play some defense. That's one of his raw traits. We need him out there. We do.
Yeah. Plus, you know, you saw there, Cade took advantage of the size mismatch between him and McCullough.
Yes.
Or was just getting cooked there on size and speed. DOR has both. He's athleticism and he's awkwardly tall.
Yes.
So I kind of like that a little bit more. DOR is growing on me. Obviously, when I first saw him, I was like, yikes, like who's this? But Brown's obviously been working with him. Our development guys have really been working with him, and he actually looks like an NBA player.
Right.
So, yeah, let's give him McCullough's minutes. I'm not beating up on McCullough because he was great against the Hawks in that game that you went to, but since then he's been, let's be honest, dreadful. So, as I say, I would be a lot softer on these guys if we weren't a title contending team, but
for sure.
So I just have to I just have to hold these dudes accountable, and I want to try something different. I'm thinking Diawara. I don't know. Can we afford Yabusele? Probably not. He's such a problem. I really hope that the Knicks are actually quick off the trigger here because the Lakers made a major trade. They're
Yes.
not messing around. Maybe the Knicks need to get there because these games are coming thick and fast, and we are significantly short in backup wings and backup bigs, like significantly short. And it's never been more like
Apparent.
noticeable as it has been over the last two games that we've covered.
Also, DOR, some stats on him. You mentioned the long wingspan. He's 6'9", but his wingspan is 7'4".
Yeah, that's ideal.
That's absolutely insane, but you're absolutely right. I could live with him at center getting some minutes. Honestly, in my personal opinion.
Maybe. But on a positive note, loving what Brunson's doing, although I'm noticing he's probably overdoing it a little bit because he's playing a little bit of hero ball because he knows it's all on him. Yeah. But otherwise, he's been freaking sensational.
Yeah. Anyways, we're back to it as Jaden Ivey gets across the screen. Now kicks to the wing. Actually, this is Ivey. Drives mid-range jumper. Shot's no good. Rebound Robinson. Brunson will bring it up. Knicks down by 2. Brunson.
Here we go.
Played up on the perimeter. Deuce McBride trying to initiate a switch. He does. Brunson now double team. Looks, finds Deuce. Deuce drives to the middle. Deuce to the corner. This is Clarkson. Fakes. Clarkson step back 3. No, in and out.
Dude, it was in, out. In, and then out again.
It was halfway down. Ivey. Dribbles left. Played up by Robinson on the perimeter. Ivey with quickness. Pulls up for 3. Gets it to go. Knicks will bring up the ball. I'm sorry, that was Deuce McBride. Now hedged. McBride to the corner. Clarkson nearly lost it. Played up. Clarkson dishes, finds Bridges. Bridges played up by Holland near the low post, backing him down. Turns in his foul. Oh, they didn't call a foul that time. It was a shot block. Holland to Reed. Reed to Holland. Drives, baseline. He is clearly fouled. I don't like the Bridges post-up. I can't lie to you. That is not a shot.
Yeah, that's not his game. That's not his game at all.
I take back what I just said. That was not a foul, as it was ball out of bounds. Jalen Brunson picked up by Holland.
Come on.
Now on the switch to his man. Brunson backing him down. Oh, that was beautiful. Off the glass and good.
Dude.
Yeah.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema. Dennis Jenkins played up by Bridges. Hands off to his left. This is Jaden Ivey. Ivey played up by Clarkson. His man off the screen. Bridges with the steal. Right, nice play in the gaps. Bridges driving down the lane. Inside. Layup is good.
Back in the game.
Dennis Jenkins will bring it up. Never heard of this guy before. About a 9-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Ivey gets free. Now there's a screen set by Reed. Oh. Ivey pulls back. 2-pointer. High arcing. No good. Rebound tipped. And Bridges deflects it. Hands to Brunson. Brunson up the lane. And the ball is stripped. Taken by the Pistons. Final seconds. Can they get a shot off? Holland at the buzzer is stripped. So they will not get a shot off. But this is about the closest the Knicks have gotten. They are down by 1 as we head into the second quarter.
Dude, Ivey sent Deuce out for milk. Well, just as well he met.
Just going to grab a tissue 1 sec.
Well, overall, guys, if everybody watching, if you could hit the like button and sub up to the channel, give us your thoughts. First quarter, I think Brunson is obviously, it's no question about it. He's carrying this offense.
I am back. And I want to say, special what's up real quick to Mitch Kovsky. Hope you're doing well, brother. What's up, Mitch? Happy New
What's
Year to
going on?
you. He is a Sixers fan, and we actually back in 2024, myself, Mitch, Sean, and his podcast buddy Vinny did Game 4 of the Knicks Sixers series, which the Knicks actually came back and won. So you can find that on the Big Blue in the Bronx channel. But Mitch does a lot of great content. He's also an Eagles fan, obviously. According to Teron Davenport, Calvin Ridley is expected to be a cap casualty this offseason. Interesting. Thank you, Armand, for that update. I believe he was hurt as well, if I'm not mistaken. But
he's always hurt.
Yeah, that's the
talented.
problem.
He's really talented, but always hurt. Wonder what kind of value he have on the open market.
I'm not sure. I mean, he's really talented, but as we said, he's hurt far too often. But Donald,
he sounds like an ideal Jet. I think he's going to go to the Jets. The Jets love to do these high-profile injured signings. They love it.
I don't know what we're going to do in the offseason, and I really don't honestly manifest it because we're just going to suck. But Donald, I kind of broke a Larry David rule. I did wish Mitch a happy New Year after, I believe, the 3rd it was. There's the rule where Larry David says you can't wish someone a happy New Year after the 2nd or 3rd of January.
Oh, dude, I committed the same rule once.
No, I know. I was just making that third
really
reference.
Embarrassing. It was actually embarrassing, and my friends made fun of me for weeks after it. Right? I was younger. It was back in my college days, right? And I had this crush on this girl, and she was working behind the bar. And I think it was like the middle of January. It was the middle. I think it was like 2 weeks.
You told her Happy New Year?
I was like, and how's your New Year? And she went, that was fucking ages ago. And I was like, okay.
Oh my God.
I got fucking roasted. I needed to up my game after that. So yeah. I was like the Happy New Year guy after that for a couple of weeks. I got ripped. And rightfully so. I think I live like the Larry David life. Like I personify Larry David. So many of the scenes that have happened in Larry, I've done. Accidentally, but done.
Oh, my God. There's so many good moments. Armin says you're not wrong about Calvin Ridley potentially being a future Jet. Not in terms of sourced reports, but just that would be very apropos. Meanwhile, we have Nuggets Sixers, 8:30 p.m. on Peacock. That's definitely interesting because
what is this Peacock shit? This is one of the biggest games of the NBA calendar. You're talking about number 1 versus number 2 in the Eastern Conference, and a rematch of a huge playoff tie that took Brunson heroics to win, and they put it on Peacock?
Yeah, I don't agree with it, but that's the NBA. Ball's nearly stripped. We got to fight for the ball out to the perimeter. This is Jenkins. He knocks down the 3. Dennis Jenkins from downtown, the two-way player. Tyler Kolek checks into the game for the Knicks. There's a foul on the play on Jenkins. Also, Karl-Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Knicks are second best in the NBA in second quarter points per game. Tyler Kolek will bring up the ball. Kolek to the left of the screen, looking for a man. He finds Towns. Towns at the top, drives down on Reed. Towns loses the ball. Offensive foul, Towns.
All right. That's a great sign.
That's dumb obvious, dude. Come on. Inside goes Holland. Shot goes.
That was so pathetic from Towns. Pathetic.
Kolek, good defense from Ivy. Anunoby at the top of the key, played up by Holland. Anunoby to his right. Drives down the lane. Inside. Nope. Offensive foul. OG Anunoby.
Okay, now that I'm calling bullshit. Oh, no, he did hook him. Unfortunately. He did hook him.
Yeah, he gave him the old chicken wing.
Yeah, he gave him the hook.
What are we doing?
So it's a wonderful question.
Jenkins off the screen, drives, looking for a
Good
man.
God.
Reed wide open, misses. Rebound taken by the Knicks. Kolek drives down the lane, stops, finds Clarkson, back to Towns. Towns open three-pointer, got it. Much needed bucket there from Karl Anthony Towns. Jenkins, couple of dribbles, pulls back, hands to Holland. Holland, now to Jenkins. Jenkins played up by McCullough. They're going to try to initiate a switch. They do. Jenkins switched on Kolek.
Oh.
Jenkins drives into the paint, couple of fakes inside, and Reed gets the dunk.
Why is McCullough back on the court? He didn't learn from the last time? No?
I don't know if that was McCullough that time, but the point.
No, it's not on him, but I'm just saying, why is
Yeah.
he back on the court?
Clarkson, couple of dribbles, drives into the lane, inside, gets it to go. He's been a major catalyst for the Knicks this far. Knicks going blow for blow. Reed with a screen.
Oh.
Jenkins into the paint. Drives inside off the glass. Good. We are being cooked by a two-way player, Donald.
Is he a two-way player?
You're absolutely, yeah. I mentioned he's a two-way player.
Oh, for living Christ, that's embarrassing. Oh, Towns!
Towns drives, stripped, stolen. Here come the Pistons inside. Ivy is fouled. And we got an injured Piston on the play.
There is not a more frustrating player in the league than Karl Anthony Towns.
Javonte Green called for the foul. But yes, that's what? Turnover number 2 for Karl
And
Anthony
it was
Towns.
just pathetic. It was
Pure
like,
stupidity, actually.
yeah,
Pure
it's
stupidity.
completely stupid. Like,
Just going to put it out there. I'm not taking shots at anybody. This is what the analytics do not measure. They don't measure stupid turnovers and bad habits. I'm serious. I'm literally serious.
Don't mention stupidity. Oh, yeah.
I'm literally so serious, dude. Listen, I completely understand the analytics. I'm able to realize and understand analytics at a certain level, but also you have to measure what's going on the court.
And
right.
what's in here?
What's on the film? Stupid turnovers aren't going to turnovers. Yes, like those kind of turnovers. I'm sorry, those aren't measurable. That's something you have to watch on the film.
It's just like when he just drives like that with his head down, he runs right into people and then looks shocked when he loses it.
I was pissed when he got that technical on Saturday night. I'm like, bro, the 2 times you turned it over, they were not even close to fouls, so please stop. Kolek drives into the lane. Kolek inside, shots blocked out of bounds. It'll be no ball.
These non-Brunson minutes are terrifying.
You see, the recovery by the Pistons is a lot quicker.
So good. Oh, Towns.
Towns drives. Towns inside. Shots blocked. McCullough has to take it. 5 seconds of the shot clock. Finds Kolek. Back out to Bridges. Bridges now has to put up a shot, and he runs right into the turnover. Here come the Pistons. There's got to be a timeout called here. Green is fouled. Timeout. Time the fuck out.
Hey, Mike, please. Mike, could you get one of your assistants to come onto our channel and see us do this? Please call timeout. This is unworkable.
What's up, Jacob? Hope all is well, brother.
What's going on, Jake?
Javonte Green knocks down the first free throw. Pistons opponent. This is all the ranks. Opponent's 5th. I mean, you could go down the list. The Pistons' defensive rating this year are 2nd.
They're really good.
That's what they're built on. Majority is their defense.
Mm-hmm.
Green misses the second rebound. McCullough. Kolek. Picked up. Towns. Drives. Spins. Turns. Nice pass inside to McCullough. Gets it to go. Dennis Jenkins brings it up, goes right. Jenkins drives, looks inside. McCullough fell asleep on the weak side. Ivy with a ferocious cut and dunk. McCullough stops, hands to Towns.
I can't.
Towns drives, and that was awful. That's, folks, let's do the count. 1, 2, 3. I mean, this is awful. This is literally awful.
This is actually, for me, this is worse than the last game. This is freaking pathetic.
This is sickening. It's embarrassing. 5 turnovers in the corner, Donald. Karl-Anthony Towns has contributed to 3 of them.
No, Towns has been a disgrace. There's no other word for it. A disgrace. Is he okay?
Anyways, Jenkins looking for a man. Screen set from Reed. Nixon drop and offensive foul, Paul Reed for the illegal screen.
Dude, like, we can't survive without Brunson, man. This is insane.
This can't be happening. Also, you know what? Dylan mentioned on Twitter, it's not just Cat, it's Mikal Bridges.
Oh, he's been horrible.
They look like bumbling idiots.
Yeah, they are.
Well, looks like Robinson is checked in. I don't know if that'll help offense, but we'll see. Bridges drives, looks, floater is up, no good. Ball's batted, looks around. It's a rebound by the Pistons. Here comes Javonte Green. Green finds Jenkins. Knicks initiate a switch. Kolek defending. Jenkins got it.
This Jenkins dude's killing us.
McBride, Towns, picked up by Reed. Towns looking for a handoff, finds McBride. McBride nearly loses it. Knicks get a screen again. McBride rejects, out to Cola, catch and shoot 3, got it.
My boy.
Dennis Jenkins will bring it up with Bridges on defense. Stewart sets a screen. They run a double drag concept. Jenkins out to Stewart. Stewart fakes, drives on Robinson. Ball's nearly stripped. Inside he goes. Shots no good. Rebound Robinson. Corner. Bridges. Corner. 3. Got it. Knicks within 3.
Needed that. Big time needed that.
Timeout Pistons. And as right as we called out Mikal Bridges, he knocked down a 3.
Yeah. Right. There's so much to digest here, but just those last minute there, Mitchell Robinson did really well against Stewart. Matched up with him excellently, and nice corner 3 from Bridges. Hopefully that gets his confidence up. And Tyler Kolek, he's my boy. He's my boy for a reason. He's not only a smart player, but he's got heart as well.
Yes, he wears his heart on his chest.
And he gives all energy all the time. So that was huge.
I am very curious. Obviously, they have Paul Reed on the court. Let me check Paul Reed's height, shall we? Paul Reed is 6'9". I would be interested to try a lineup. Now, this is me thinking out loud here. Diawara at center, because Diawara is also 6'9", and then you place 4 shooters around him. Maybe Bridges, Clarkson, McBride, some combo like that. Get Towns off the floor. He's not been good offensively.
Dude, we need to get Towns fixed, bro. This is it doesn't matter what we do. We need to get him fixed. What is going on?
I don't know. Dude, I don't know. It's the stupid turnovers once again. Everybody can point to the analytics and the data and the on-off numbers and all these different things. I'm cognizant of that. But this stuff is not measured in the numbers, and that's why you can't watch box score. You cannot watch the advanced stat sheet. I'm sorry, you can't. You have to measure everything, even what's on the film. These turnovers are unacceptable. This defensive effort is unacceptable. Everybody talks about, you see here, he's got the 93rd percentile in defensive box estimated box plus minus. That measures defensive rebounds. If you watch the dude on the court, he is a cone. Sorry, it is truth. It's absolutely truth. Everybody can point to dunks and threes and all that website, but like honestly, it's not cognizant of it's not reflecting of what actually you're seeing on film. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but still, like, is Towns really a 79th percentile defender? That's saying like you're decent. I'm sorry. That's not the case.
And dude, why is Dennis Jenkins murdering us?
Why are we driving? Why are we flipping our hips away from the help defense? That's something I don't understand.
Dennis Jenkins, bro. He has 7 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 3 assists, 7 points in 8 minutes. Like, what are we doing here?
Dennis Jenkins was undrafted. He's actually out of St. John's. He was undrafted last year out of St. John's. He's spent some time with the Motor City Cruise, which is obviously the G League team, but should not be cooking us. Should not be cooking us.
Good God, I wish the Knicks freaking got him.
Back to action as Cade Cunningham gets a screen. OG Anunoby back in for defensive purposes. Looks, screen set once again. Cunningham pulls up for three. Shots no good. Rebound tipped. Taken by Deuce. Here come the Knicks now. They're down by 3. Bridges at the AWS logo. Bridges looking for a man to dish. Pulls back his dribble. Played up against Reed. Bridges sidesteps back out to Brunson. Brunson with Reed on him. 8 to shoot. Brunson now gets on to Stewart. They're probably going to help him out. Brunson sidesteps, 3-pointers up, and no good. Ball's out of bounds. New wave of substitutions for the Detroit Pistons. Knicks have about 5:54 left to play here in the second quarter. Give me as much Deuce minutes as possible. I think he's been a positive.
Dude, we're gonna have to play Brunson and Deuce basically every single minute the rest of this game. Right?
You're spot on. Ooh, Brunson landed awkwardly on that rebound. That's not a good sign. Anywho, Thompson drives into Bridges inside. Layup is good.
Dude, Brunson's open.
McBride sidesteps on Cunningham. Drives, finds Bridges. Bridges back out to Deuce. Deuce pivots, now to Bridges. Bridges picked up by Cunningham. Robinson sets the screen. 10 to shoot, 9 to shoot. Bridges drives down the lane. Bridges fall-away jumper, no good. Rebound taken by Thompson. Here come the Pistons to push.
I hated that possession. Like, he's playing without a brain. So he turned down Brunson open in the corner, then kind of waved off a possible pick and roll with Mitchell Robinson, went and just tried to dribble himself, and then took an awkward mid-range that was not even close.
Are you talking about Bridges or Deuce?
Bridges.
Okay, that's what I thought. Duncan Robinson checks back into the game for the Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham with a screen from Stewart drives into the lane. Cunningham trying to back down OG. He's at the nail. Cunningham pull-up mid-range jumper is short. Rebound Robinson. Brunson drives down the lane. Brunson is fat. Nope, he's not fouled. I thought they were going to call a foul there. Brunson backing down Thompson. Brunson initiates the switch. And offensive foul, Deuce McBride.
It's another awful possession.
Swear to God if that's Ray Acosta. Anyways, Thompson played up by Bridges. They switch the screen. Now to Cunningham. They're going to run pick and roll once again. Cunningham, backdoor cut. Inside is Javonte Green.
The agita is growing.
Anunoby is fouled baseline. He'll go to the line for 2.
My agita is increasing by the minute.
I would love to see a breakdown of that last play where Javonte Green cut inside, because they ran some sort of screen there.
My namesake on awful coaching would have an aneurysm.
Yes.
Describing this game. This entire game from the Knicks. He'd be literally hoarse. Screaming. Because this is I can't. I'm just I'm speechless. This is horrible.
And yet the Knicks are down. We'll
Only
see.
down 5, which is amazing.
Anunoby knocks down the 2 free throws. All righty. Cade Cunningham will bring up the ball with less than 4.5 minutes to play. Javonte Green now hands off to Cunningham. Cunningham played up by Anunoby, hands to Green. Back out to Cunningham. Switch the screen. Knicks look to ice. Now back out to Green. Green three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Robinson, except the wrong Robinson as Duncan Robinson lays it in. That was poor.
And so is this.
Brunson drives inside, Shripton, stolen. Pistons get another turnover. Inside goes Green. Layup is good. Mike Brown calls timeout. What is it with the last couple of games, Donald? They've been turning over the ball like crazy.
I don't know what's going on, man. This is not Knick basketball that we've watched all year.
It's like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm speechless.
Me too, man. Like, obviously, the first couple of games of the year, we're still figuring out things, right?
Yeah,
but the tempo was good. The tempo was good. Even when things weren't going too well, the tempo was good. Then we fixed it, and we got comfortable. And then we started to cook, and really cook, and then looked amazing. We're on a 700 clip. And the last 3-4 games is some of the worst basketball you'll see. I don't know what's going on. I would love to know what's going on. But one thing that's noticeable is we're not dictating the tempo. We're not actually playing at a good tempo.
Yes.
And that's a big problem because that's a big part of Mike Brown's system. We've kind of reverted to some hero ball going on here.
That's not our style.
And it's not our style under Mike Brown. It's our style under Thibodeau, and it had a ceiling. And lack of movement. Josh Hart being injured. Yeah, I mean, we keep saying I don't know what's going on. Actually, to be honest, it correlates with Josh Hart being out. Let's be honest. Josh Hart is the heart and soul of a lot of the things that we do because he
pushes the pace.
Well, he pushes the pace, and
another ball handler.
His rebounding ability means that you get second chance opportunities, and we miss that just dreadfully. We play slow, we play confused, but that doesn't justify what's going on with Mikal Bridges, and he's fallen off a cliff since the start of the year. He was amazing at the start of the year. He was I would say that he was kind of close to being all-star caliber, but lately just clown shoes. Same with Mitchell Robinson. He got hot. He was playing great. He's fallen off a cliff lately. He should have boxed out and gone that rebound there.
Yeah, there's no excuse
Karl
for
Anthony
that.
Towns has just been dreadful. Just disgusting. He's actually been so bad that Mike Brown can't play him right now. You've noticed. He's not even playing that much.
And our buddy Dylan, shouts to him on Twitter. He said, 2025-26 Cat equals 2021-22 Julius Randle. I'm sorry. I actually have to agree with that.
Yeah, I don't care. I was funny that. See that the couple of times where he's charging with his head down and he's running into guys and then loses the position and then he just starts looking out like that going, huh? It reminded me of Julius Randle in that one off year that he had as a Knick. And I was furious then, and I'm getting pretty furious now.
Could not agree more. Anyways, we're back at it. As Jalen Brunson will bring up the ball, played up by Thompson, hands to Anunoby. Anunoby hands to Brunson with Thompson on him. Brunson at the logo, hands to Anunoby. Couple of dribbles. Anunoby loses it, and ball's loose. Ball's loose again. Who has the ball? And ball is still loose. It's a jump ball. OG tried to grab the ball from Stewart, but it's like we have. I don't even know what kind of hands you would call it, like wet hands, slippery hands, because we just keep turning over the ball.
It's like a whole team of Darius Slaytons.
Jesus. And the Knicks will only have 1 second to
Sorry
shoot.
about that. That was
You're right.
mean.
You're right. You're right, though. The Knicks only have 1 second to shoot if the shot clock is correct, which is an abomination.
My poor man Spike. A, he's in Detroit, and B, he's watching this.
It's probably like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Stewart at the nail looking for a handoff. He finds Asar Thompson.
God.
Thompson looks, still looking. Thompson, spun him off, and he gets it to go. Equals the largest deficit of the game. Brunson drives, pulls up for three, got it. Jalen Brunson, the only Knick you could argue, him and Deuce McBride with a pulse.
There you go. Push the pace, push the pace, push the pace.
Thompson to Ivy. Ivy pulls up mid-range jumper. It is long, rebound tipped. Robinson will take it. Here comes McCullough. McCullough into the open floor. McCullough drives to the basket. Now retreats. Looking for handoff, finds Deuce. Deuce pulls. Three-pointers up. Three-pointers good. Cunningham with a screen. They switch it. Back out to Duncan Robinson. High arcing three. Gets it to go.
This is outrageous.
Brunson with a screen. Brunson drives down the lane. Inside off the glass is good.
It's the only offense. Frickin' Brunson, man.
Him and Deuce.
Yeah, Deuce has been great too.
Cunningham to his right. Picked up by OG. They try to switch it. They do. Cunningham faced up against McCullough. They switch it again. That's Cunningham against McBride, and he gets it to go. McBride off the left. McBride by Robinson now to Brunson. Brunson played up by Duncan Robinson. Brunson a couple of dribbles. Brunson sidestep. Three-pointers up. Three-pointers long, no good. Rebound tipped, taken by the Pistons. Here comes the man. Corner. Robinson sidesteps. Now looks to the perimeter. Stewart does not shoot it. Now hands to Asar Thompson. Stewart sets the screen. Will the Knicks switch? They do. And ball's loose, out of bounds. Knicks basketball as Thompson slipped.
I want to know what McCullers is doing to make Brown trust him to be on the court this much.
I agree. I would rather put in Clarkson. At least he's giving you an offensive advantage.
Yeah, Clarkson gave you some offense. And Tyler Kolek was in for a minute and knocked down a beautiful three and it disappeared again. Oh, no.
Brunson will bring it up. Brunson, screen out, drives, couple of dribbles. Brunson stripped, taken by the Pistons. Robinson fakes to Thompson. Thompson to Robinson. Robinson looks. Robinson baseline, drives, pull up mid-range jumper, short, rebounded by Stewart. Stewart inside, count it. No foul there. Anunoby sidesteps, dribbles, drives inside the lane. Anunoby's up and good.
Brown needs to fix these rotations.
Shot clock
Towns! God damn it!
They hedge. Cunningham sidesteps, dribbles, looks. Thompson just wide open into the lane. Final seconds. Brunson puts it up. Shots blocked. That's the end of the half.
Towns again got absolutely cooked.
I don't know what the help was in that situation, to be fair. I need to look at that rotation again. But whatever it wasn't excusable. gonna take a breath.
The Knicks look down, man. They're not. There's no chemistry. They're all just like their heads are down. Their shoulders are down. They just look beaten right now. I don't know what is going on. I need to fix. I've never seen this before.
I don't know. I simply don't know.
Well, when I say I've never seen this before, I've never seen a team that had chemistry and was on the precipice of greatness, and then within a click of the finger, the chemistry is gone, and now they look like they're just dead. Like, I've seen teams with no chemistry, but I've never seen a team that was looking great, had all the chemistry, and then click of a finger, they're just like, they're not doing anything.
I mean, Dal, just like a week or two ago, we were talking about 40-point quarters.
Right.
40 offensively.
We had 40-point quarters. We're playing amazing. I was so jazzed. What has happened here? Now, they say that this NBA Cup thing is, it's like a curse. Is it possible? I keep going back to it, but I can't think of anything else it is. Is it possible that this schedule is so crazy for teams that win that
they can never recover?
That the teams can't recover from it? That's what I'm thinking.
If that's the case, that is a serious, serious problem. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, then you got to remove the cup then. Or figure out some way to just finagle the schedule. Because, again, for the whole cup to happen, let's just say you have a winner or whatever, semifinals, whatever, even for the teams that don't even win the finals, let's just say they make the final and lose. You can't adjust that schedule on the fly. Once the schedule's created, it's created. This is not like the NFL where you can flex off days and shit like that.
You're right.
It's a problem. It is a problem.
I mean, the only way this would work is if the winning team gets a solid 3-4 days off after they win the cup. They need 3 or 4 days. But as you say, it would require flexible scheduling, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Postponements, that's not going to happen. So that's why I suggested just play the semis and the final around the All-Star break. You know what I'm saying? Where at least there's a break there, and then just have whoever the All-Stars are that are on the court to hold them out of the All-Star weekend or something. I don't know how else you do it. Otherwise, you have to cancel the cup.
But honestly, are players going to want to be motivated to play around the All-Star break? Because there's already a problem with the All-Star game in general, how basically lack of motivation, things like that, game's not serious. So it's like you're in a conundrum. You're essentially in a conundrum where to the point where it's like, okay, is it the cup or is it the All-Star game? Even for the players that are not in the All-Star game, is like, hey, I just want my week of rest. That's what you really have to consider.
Yeah, because the players will want to rest. They'll want to rest. You saw it as the Bucks. After the Bucks won, they tanked. And then after the Lakers won, they tanked. And it's happening with the Knicks. They've completely tanked. So I do think there's a correlation, but I mean, it doesn't excuse what's going on in terms of the fact that there's some serious breakdowns going on defensively. Serious breakdowns. Jalen Brunson has 0 assists.
That's a problem. Major, major, major problem.
He's playing hero ball, and thank God for him, but that means that there's no creativity. In order to fix this, I would seriously consider having Kolek play the 1, Brunson play the 2, and then Deuce play an undersized 3.
That's fair. I actually like that idea.
OG 4, OG at the 4. I mean, No, not Mitchell Robinson at 5. That's probably what I would do.
The goal of what you're doing is effectively, yes, you could say, undersized backcourt, this, then, the third, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? You're getting Brunson off the ball with Kolek as a ball
Yeah.
handler. That's key.
And by the way, Brown needs to fix these rotations, man. OG was a non-factor through the entire half.
Pretty much.
He only came in there and landed. It's like they completely forgot about him. McCullough was getting significantly more minutes than him, it felt like.
It seemed like that. We're actually going to go through that right now. Let's go through the halftime numbers. We'll start off with the box score. We'll evaluate everything. So, Kevin McCullough played 10 minutes. Tyler Kolek, 5. McCullough a -3. Kolek a -2. The biggest plus in terms of plus minus, Deuce McBride with a +4. Everybody else, negative, 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 positive, negative. So that's what it looks like. Leading scorer, you're right, Jalen Brunson has 0 assists. We're going to find out how much we have as a team.
How many? Look at how many assists we've got. We've got 1 assist from Towns.
8.
That's it?
That's it at the half.
Like, you need to be looking at like 30 assists a game.
Then you got to have at least 15. 15 to 16. I agree with you. I do.
Just 8 assists? That just means that there's no creativity.
It's paltry.
It's all just chucking. Towns has 3 turnovers. He actually has 4, but it looks like they give him a break there. 3 turnovers is still a joke. 13 minutes.
Brunson has 3 turnovers, but you could argue that's because he has the ball in his hands so often, and we've had slippery hands. We just got this as Brunson, Deuce McBride. Shout out to Deuce McBride and Jordan Clarkson off the bench. They've been doing their part.
Yeah.
Everybody else, Bridges, has been hot and cold. He hit that 1 corner 3, but I don't think he's done anything nearly as impressive. Let's go to the Pistons real quick, and then we'll look at the team stats and we'll evaluate. Cade Cunningham, leading scorer. You see, Donald, it's a lot more balanced with the overall not just the minutes, but the points. Duncan Robinson, 9. Paul Reed, 6. Isaiah Stewart, 5. Cade Cunningham, 14. 8 for Asar Thompson. 8 off the bench for Ivy. 7 for Dennis Jenkins, who should not be cooking us. 5 points for Javante Green. Let's go to the team stats. We'll figure this out. 63% field goal percentage for the Pistons.
That's impossible.
That's insane. And it's not like, shooting luck. No, this is not shooting luck. This is piss poor defense. Knicks, luckily, are shooting 54%. But I would argue, you may disagree with me, you may agree with me, they're also not freeing up enough looks for open threes. They've only shot 14 threes at the half. And I'm not saying, you have to overshoot the 3. I think that's been a problem in some games where they overshoot the 3 and they kind of live and die by it. But there's not enough looks from the perimeter being.
We've only seen 1 spray concept and it worked, but apart from that, there's not been enough.
And here's the thing: they're shooting 57% from 3. They're shooting actually pretty well. The problem is they're giving up 55% from 3 on the other end, and 63% as a whole. Regardless, free throw percentage 80 to 55. Pistons have more free throws. Knicks are also losing the battle of the boards despite having more size, may I add. 18 to 14. I actually blame Cat and Mitch for that because look at the centers that they're playing. Isaiah Stewart. Let's check his intangibles. Let's see. Pistons. Isaiah Stewart stands at I don't know. Here we go. Isaiah Stewart, 6'8". Paul Reed, 6'9". They're not starting over a center over 6'10". That doesn't make any sense. Assists, Pistons 12 to the Knicks 8. 6 steals to the Knicks 3. 6 blocks for the Pistons. Knicks 10 turnovers to the Pistons 7. Points in the paint, there's about a 14-point discrepancy. Pistons 36, Knicks 22. Fouls, 10 for the Knicks, 5 for the Pistons. 98% of the game they've led, Donald. 98% of the game. And I'm not downgrading or downshooting the Pistons or anything like that, but this is quite inexcusable. And Donald, you brought up that stat, I think it was last game, where for a couple of games, the Knicks had given up like 50-plus points in the paint. We're trending that way.
Oh, yeah. Again, and you know what worries me? I can't say, oh, we need to focus on this guy. At the moment, everyone's cooking us.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's not like one particular guy we need to focus on, like Cade Cunningham to double Cade. We can't because Ivy's been cooking us. Frickin' James has been cooking us. I mean, they're just getting whatever they want. Reed's been cooking. Everyone's been cooking us, bro.
And it's from both areas, so it's like you're gonna have to like
inside outside.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, turn the notification bell so when I go live or drop a new video. Not sure if we'll have a stream for the rest of the week. I'll have to check out what the next schedule has got. But next week, Donald, as I had mentioned in the last stream, they got a West Coast trip coming up. So not ideal for the way that they're playing right now. If they were playing better, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? So be it. Let's roll. Yeah, I'm not liking anything about this right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was not too worried last week. I'm now starting to get worried now.
And I was like, I was sort of discouraged by the Hawks effort. I'm like, okay, if they come back and beat the Sixers, then I'll wipe the smug off my face or the frown off my face. But right now, no.
They don't even look like they can come back. That's what scares
I don't
me.
think they can. I'm so like this is the first time me saying it. I don't think they can because we've seen it. Like they for the Hawks game, for the Sixers game, they get within reach and then they just give up a bucket on the other end or do something stupid.
The way that they're playing on defense and offense, they're playing like they're a man short every time. And unless Brown has a magical halftime team talk, and these guys start playing like professionals, I'm not sure if we can come back, but we should. I mean, there's only 10 points. It's not like it's impossible.
It's not insurmountable.
It's not insurmountable by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just worried about the lack of communication on defense. I saw a couple of times where Bridges Deuce is looking pissed at his teammates. Like he's got his hands out like what are you doing? And Mitchell Robinson, I saw him talk to Mitch. Like you can see Deuce is frustrated at what's going on here. And Karl Anthony Towns has been the biggest problem. He should be ashamed of himself. Honestly, he should be ashamed of himself. $53 million and you're playing like this.
$53 million and second option.
Yeah, it's the second option. And at the moment, Brown can't trust him to be on the court.
That's sad. It's you were absolutely right when you said, "Hey, look, Towns is not even getting as much minutes as I thought." When it came to like the middle and the latter portion of the second half, I don't even remember if they even closed with him, Donald. I don't even remember if they closed with him.
They can't trust him because he's playing like an idiot.
He's playing like a doofus. But playing like a doofus doesn't, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this again. Playing like a doofus doesn't show up in the advanced stat metrics.
And also, it's killing us that every single time that he turns the ball over, he looks to the ref going, huh?
Meanwhile,
you got to stop relying on the refs, man. You've got to stop relying on the refs because if you keep doing it, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Eventually, when you do get fouled, you're not going to get the call.
Exactly.
Because you spend the entire time complaining. And it is like the boy who cried wolf, and that's why he doesn't get the calls. That's why he doesn't get a lot of the calls. Because he spends every single minute complaining. Every single time there's contact against him. He has to sort that out. Be stronger. Be tougher.
I agree.
And that goes to every single one of those Knicks, apart from Brunson and Deuce. Those two guys are exempt. I'll be right back.
Sure. Take your time. But we should be getting back to the half soon. This has been Utterly disappointing. Utterly disappointing for us Knicks fans. We are actually about to start the third quarter as I speak. But once again, guys, I appreciate everybody's support. Um, we'll figure out our next stream. Obviously, we'll do some recaps and all that. But what we are looking at right now is not too promising. The Knicks really need a good third quarter. They need to take the lead. They need to tie the game. They need some defensive stops. They need some offensive cohesion. Excuse me, but whew, it has not been pretty, folks. It has not been pretty. Knicks bench has largely, the starters have largely been a disappointment outside of Brunson. Deuce and Clarkson are the only contributors off the bench. Just disappointing. Just absolutely disappointing by our Knicks. And this is a litmus test because you're facing the team that you're trailing in the Eastern Conference. Here you go. This season, Pistons top of the league in steals and blocks per game combined. And I don't care about size and anything like that. You should be able to win this game. I'm not saying the Pistons aren't a world beater. They are a very good team. They're an elite team. They play good defense. They're both top 10 in offensive and defensive rating. But this is a game that you should be winning. This really would do wonders if the Knicks pulled out with a win here. But we're going to start out the third quarter as Cade Cunningham will bring up the ball. Cunningham played up by Anunoby. Cunningham now going left of the screen. Cunningham played up by Robinson. He takes a three-pointer, and it's good. Mitchell Robinson from downtown. Cade Cunningham from downtown. Mitchell Robinson did not step up on the screen. I'm not calling Monday morning quarterback, but I would have rather had Deuce start out the half.
Yeah,
I probably should have said that earlier.
Start already.
Brunson drives in isolation, pulls back, mid-range jumper, no good. Robinson puts it back and puts it down. Cade Cunningham will bring up the ball. Knicks down by 11. That was Robinson. Looks, finds Cunningham. Cunningham has the size advantage, and he drives down the lane. Kicks out to the corner. Stewart played bare by Bridges. Back out to Cunningham. Cunningham inside to Thompson. Thompson inside throws down the dunk.
There was no one even contesting that, bro. They gave up. Towns! Oh, Jesus.
Brunson looking for a man, finds Anunoby. Back out to Towns. Towns just got his shot blocked. This is rough. Woof. Off the inbound, Bridges looks.
Oh, God.
Into Robinson. Robinson looking for a handoff.
Call timeout.
Finds Jalen Brunson. Brunson drives down the lane. Into the middle. Floater's up. Floater's no good. Robinson with the putback, no good. Tipped in the air, taken by the Pistons.
Call a timeout. This is absurd.
Cunningham. Hedged. Now to Thompson, pass deflected. Knicks have to rotate. To the corner goes Stewart, and he misses the three. Rebound taken by Reed. Robinson didn't even get up for that one. Knicks are doubling Duncan Robinson. Now they find Cunningham to Thompson. Thompson's just going to burst down the lane inside. No foul call, deflected, and stolen by the Knicks. Brunson, right of the screen. Foul called. Why is Mitch not getting those long rebounds?
Oh, go home, Towns. If you don't want to play,
Towns.
go home.
In the low post, backing his man down, backing him down, backing him down, turns, fires. I don't know how the hell you missed that. Cunningham to the right of the screen. Kicks out to the perimeter. This is Thompson. Floater is up and no good. Rebound Robinson. Anunoby drives down the lane, inside, off the glass, no good. Tip, rebound, no good. Pistons have a 3-on-2. Here comes Cunningham inside. He is fouled. Yeah, I would call a timeout now. This
I
is
mean,
disgusting.
it starts with these poor rotations. As you say, we're playing a man short right now because Deuce isn't on the court. Come on, Brown. This is ridiculous, bro. Oh, now you got McBride back. Well, you just cost yourself 3 minutes.
That's what I said to start the game. You cost
Yeah.
yourself.
Like, how can you not see that it's not working? They were down 9-1 when they put McBride in at the start of the first half. Now their deficit is down
15.
15. It's the same thing.
Mikal Bridges looking for a man, finds Karl Anthony Towns. Towns finds Bridges, back to the corner. OG sidesteps, three-pointers up, three-pointers short, rebound tipped. Stewart tips it, ball is loose. Reed nearly has that stolen and out of bounds.
Oh, jeez.
Cade Cunningham will bring up the ball. Now switched on to Deuce. The screen. The drive. The mid-range. Got it.
Oh, now you call timeout.
Didn't I say that earlier, Donald? I swear I could have said that earlier.
Dude, if you can see this shit from your home in frickin' Tennessee, then I don't understand how Mike Brown can't see it. I really can't. I have no words for this. I'm speechless.
I'm reading a tweet on Twitter of their halftime take. I'm going to go through this tweet. I'll keep silent who tweeted this. I actually like this person. I just want to hear your thoughts. Keep playing this way, and the conversation once again will be about how Jalen Brunson didn't have enough help. This team is too good for that to be the narrative. To look like this, in my opinion, is an indictment on deployment. So he's saying coaching. They've completely abandoned their egalitarian principles. He asks, early probes to create multiple looks at elite shots? No. Karl Anthony Towns is a passing hub? Reduced.
Yep.
Mikal Bridges and OG's involvement in the offense inconsistent at best. The players need to do better themselves, but they can be put in better positions to succeed.
And it's not like we haven't already seen all those things.
We have.
We saw all those things a few weeks ago. And now we see none of those things. So, yeah, it's coaching, but I have to be honest. I think a lot of this is down to personnel. It's like the effort has been awful apart from Brunson and Deuce.
And Clarkson. That's it.
And Clarkson, yeah. But Clarkson's effort has been really inconsistent for most of this year. Like, some games he looks amazing. Some games he doesn't.
That's the Jordan Clarkson experience, in fairness. But, yeah, the rest of the team.
And I can't understand. Mitchell Robinson always used to provide the
security.
And he's just not. What's happening here? Like, he got owned against the Sixers. Owned! And he's been a non-factor tonight as well. But Towns is obviously
one of the bigger culprits, yeah.
I mean, he's actually playing so badly that you actually have to seriously consider like his long-term future here, or even short-term future here.
Brother, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been considering that a little bit more, not just a little bit more recently, but the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Because, I'm going to go back to Dylan's tweet where he said basically this is the 2021-22 version of Julius Randle all over again. You can't have that on a contentious team.
Contending team. No, you can't. And once again, we're back to Brunson after carrying all this by himself. It's not fair. That's why you brought in Towns. That's why you made the trade in the first place. There's no excuse to be playing like this, man. And it's not like Towns is getting like oversized and like he should have the size advantage on.
Bro, it's 7 foot versus 6'9". That's not even close.
Have a size advantage. He should be able to beat these guys, but he's playing like a pussy.
Playing soft. Bridges looks, finds Towns. Towns looking for a handoff, finds Anunoby. Anunoby drives down the lane, looks, finds Bridges. Bridges high arcing three. Nope. Rebound Pistons.
Horrible.
Cunningham looking for a man. Off the weak side, he finds Thompson. Thompson can post up for a guard. For a forward, he is stripped. Anunoby fights for the ball. It'll be a jump ball.
Wait a minute. The Knicks have 2 points in the third quarter. 1 of 7, 0 for 3. 2 points. This is pathetic.
JB Bickerstaff looking on as his team is up 17 points. This ball gets raced in the backcourt, and don't know what happened there. Oh, frick for frick.
Oh.
Anyways, we're going zone. Duncan Robinson open three. Short rebound tipped. Robinson gets his rebound, pulls up for an even more contested look. Ball is tipped. Again, they don't grab a rebound. Cunningham drives down the lane. Alley-oop, toss to Reed. Brother, I'm going to say it right now. We look like a goddamn playing team.
Yep.
We don't even look like we're in the same league right now.
Oh, God.
Bridges to Brunson. Brunson inside. That ball is thrown away. Stolen. Thompson looks inside. Blocked by Bridges. Bridges deflects it into the backcourt. Knicks down by 19. Knicks going zone. Robinson wide open. Misses the three. Rebound tipped. And Reed grabs the rebound with Karl-Anthony Towns in his fucking presence. Cunningham knocks down the three.
The effort is a joke here, guys.
That should be an offensive foul. I'm surprised it wasn't called. Brunson drives, couple of dribbles. Back to Anunoby, back to Bridges. Bridges' corner three is up and good.
Only our second basket.
That's insane.
Of the second half.
Thompson stripped. Here comes
McBride.
What
are you doing, Deuce? Why didn't you pass the Bridges?
Inside, blocked by Cunningham.
Sorry for interrupting. Called.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm just so angry. Bridges is all alone. All you had to do is pass to Bridges under the basket, but Deuce took it himself and it got blocked. Like this is hero ball. Everyone's playing hero ball. No one's playing as a team. There's no communication. That was a serious mess up right there.
Towns checks out. Brunson looking. I'm sorry, Deuce looking, and throws the ball off Cunningham. McBride to Brunson, played up by Holland. Drives into the middle. Brunson pulls a step back. Now he's double teamed. Fight for the ball. Robinson throws it back out to Clarkson. Clarkson to the corner. McCullough for three. Oof. Woof.
Whoa!
Cunningham on the drive. Inside he goes. Throws it up. No good. Rebound Robinson. McCullough. Inside. Shot is... That's not even worth announcing. Robinson, three. No. Rebound Holland. Cunningham drives inside. Shots good and one.
Have you seen enough of McCullough yet? Brown, come on. Let's be real here. Have you seen enough yet? Because I have. I've seen more than enough. Stop standing there and get McCullough off the court. He's playing like Kevin Knox as a Knick. Not Kevin Knox as a player. Kevin Knox as a Knick.
All right. Cunningham knocks down the free throw. The Knicks are down 22. Shouldn't even be a blowout like this. Out of bounds. It's going to be Pistons ball. That was a dumbass screen set by Mitchell Robinson. I'm sorry. Like, they basically cowered over Brunson because Robinson just didn't initiate the contact.
Coward in both ways of the both uses of the name, of the definition. Oh, jeez.
Cunningham knocks down a fadeaway jumper.
Oh,
Mike Brown now calls timeout.
Now you do. Yeah, down almost 30. It would be a historic comeback if we come back from this.
Historic, but
59-83.
I got to tell you, I'm pissed and I'm also deflated because, like, what's up, Ronald? Hope all is well.
What's going on, Ron?
Interesting time to come in here while we're getting our asses torched. Regardless, I'm pissed because this team should be playing a lot better on both ends of the basketball court, coaching-wise, personnel. I'm also deflated because this is the only team that makes me happy. And right now they're pissing me off to no end.
Yeah, me too. I'm feeling this pain, man. This is awful.
It's like Brown is overcorrecting.
But what's he correcting, bro? I'm not seeing him do anything. Like, for instance, it was obvious from the first minute that McCullough can't be on the court tonight. He just looks completely overmatched. He doesn't even look like a basketball player. So you might as well give Diawara a minute or two to see if he can at least there's a size mismatch there. Maybe he could be awkward enough to give them a difficult shot. It's better than what McCullough's doing. I know it sounds like I'm picking on him, but he's just one of the many problems there. Obviously, you're looking at your stars, and OG has been a non-factor. Bridges is he's been embarrassing on the defensive end, and Towns is a disgrace. Like, I've got no other way of describing what Towns is doing. It's so disgraceful that that Brown is having nothing to do with him. And that should say it all. I'm starting to think that Towns might get traded, bro.
You think so?
Well, if Brown isn't playing him, isn't even using him, like I think he's on his way out. I don't think he'd be able to make the trade now because of the regulations regarding the luxury tax. But I'd absolutely bank money on that he's going to be gone in the summer.
You know what? I'll be the first one with public admission to say. Well, I'll be the first. This is the first time I'll be saying this with public admission. It's for the best. I'm sorry. It's for the best. I can't take this anymore. I'm so serious. I know, Donald, you're more critical of him than I am, but I can't take this shit anymore. I can't have these flopsy, flip flop, flim flam type performances against these top teams. I'm serious. I could care less. Like, if it's against the Wizards. No, I don't care. I don't care about analytical advantages. I don't care about impact. I mean, I do, but I don't. But it's like, if the production isn't there, he cannot be here. I'm sorry. He cannot be here. You could tell me about impact. You could tell me about spacing. All these different things. If the production isn't there, he should not be in a fucking Knick uniform. I'm sorry. This is the same. Listen, I'll be first to admit it. I didn't like the Karl-Anthony Towns trade at the time. I grew it. I honestly would still stand by the move. But right now, to win a championship, you could see why he's not a championship player. I'm not saying Julius Randle is or isn't, or reverting back to the past. But I will tell you right now, what I know right now is Karl-Anthony Towns is not a championship player. Yes, a majority of this isn't his fault. But the way he should be playing, second option behind Jalen Brunson, the top Eastern Conference point guard, is inexcusable. It is the same stuff that has followed him his entire career, and it's frustrating because he is such an elite talent. He's an elite talent with stupid basketball IQ. I'm going to be the one to say it's stupid.
Yeah.
Next offseason has to be honest. This is why you can't miss that opportunity. I'm sorry. Like, people will say, oh, it's, process over results. No, the results aren't there. The results are there. This dude's getting $53 million. And I'm not saying trade him for AD. That would be disgusting. But Giannis, I would. Sorry, I had to get that off.
Well said. Cade Cunningham is outscoring the Knicks 15-5 in the third quarter.
Brunson got fouled on the three-point attempt, and he'll be shooting the free throw. I think they might consider reviewing this. Yeah, they're going to consider reviewing this for a flagrant. It was a reckless closeout. But you cannot waste Brunson's prime on hypotheticals. I'm sorry. You can't. Donald, if you will, you can have feedback on this. I don't want to shut you down. It's just had to get that off.
No, there's no reason for me. I'm letting you cook, bro. You're cooking. There's no reason for me to interject. I completely agree in every way. You know my thoughts on this. I'm just trying to think about the here and the now. I don't know what we're going to do.
I'm sorry. How hard could it be adjust to the system, Donald? How hard could it be adjusting to the system if people are going to still run with that argument? I'm serious.
Well, here's the thing. It's the system for him.
Yes.
We partly hired Mike Brown in order to make the most out of Karl-Anthony Towns. And this is the slap in the face that Towns is giving to Mike Brown. It's a slap in the face. He's a coach killer, dude. That's what I've been saying about Towns for a long time. He's a coach killer because he's got infinite ability. Tons more ability than Randall. Tons. But it doesn't translate. He's too soft. And Randall had heart, and Towns has none. And I don't know what to do here. But that's why we've partly hired Mike Brown in order to make the most of Karl-Anthony Towns in space, use 5-out lineups, and this is what he's done. It's a slap in the face. It's a real slap in the face. It's insulting, actually, to see him play like this. This is an insult.
Like, does 5-out lineups all of a sudden mitigate his defensive woes? Does that mitigate his dumb fouls and turnovers? Does that mitigate his lack of basketball IQ? I just want to know if I'm making sense here.
But obviously, we're talking about a hypothetical trade. It's going to happen somewhere, I'm sure of it. But although I think the Knicks will be loath to do it because I think the Knicks really believe in him. You know, he's CAA, and let's be honest, Leon Rose has been wanting Towns since Leon Rose took charge. And this is what Towns has done. It's a slap in the face to Leon Rose. It's a slap in the face to Mike Brown. It was a slap in the face to Tom Thibodeau because he killed the Knicks last year. And it's a slap in the face to Jalen Brunson. It's like Towns has to take full responsibility, man. It's an insulting performance. And it has been for a while now. He's been awful this year.
I don't care what the stats say. He has been awful. He has.
Absolutely awful. I hope he doesn't make the All-Star team this year. He doesn't deserve it.
I know his stats. I'm not voting for Karl-Anthony Towns for All-Star team. Get the hell out of here with that.
Absolutely not. Obviously, you look at his stats and say, oh, look, he's averaging 12 rebounds, he's getting 20 points. Oh, he must be an All-Star. Is he fuck?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to see Kolek on the court. Don't know, it took you too long.
All right, Kolek off the screen, drives to the basket inside and throws it right to Bridges. Bridges back to Kolek, sidesteps, drives into the lane. Kolek inside, nice tough layup there.
Almost like I've been saying this since the freaking first minute of this game. Get Kolek on the court.
Kolek, you're going forward guard essentially.
You have at least he's trying to play make.
Holland on the drive. Holland gets right by Robinson but misses the layup. Rebound Clarkson. Brunson inside. Layup is no good but a foul. Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to say it as I've been saying the last few minutes. Not that I think it will happen. If the Knicks make some sort of run and come back in this game without Karl-Anthony Towns on the floor against the Pistons out of all teams, that is a damning indictment.
Well, the fact that this little section here, where this is the best the Knicks have looked this entire game with Kolek and Brunson there, it's a damning indictment of Towns because you can't even trust them. But this was exactly the team that I wanted to play anyway. We weren't creating off the dribble. We weren't running an offense. And Brunson's just running into these big, giant dudes who's blocking everything. We had to try something different, and it's taken until we're down 24 for Mike Brown to try something different. That's not going to work. He needs to be faster here. Now we're on an 8-0 run. And it came from that decision. Almost like we know what we're talking about.
Clarkson defending Cade Cunningham off the switch, kicks out to the corner. This is Javonte Green. Now hands to Cunningham. Now double teamed.
There you go.
Single coverage. Cunningham driving, pulls up, banker off the glass, no good. Rebound Kolek. Here comes Clarkson. Clarkson pulls up for three, no good. Rebounded by the Pistons.
You can't take that shot, man. Come on.
No.
What are you? What are you, Steph Curry? Come on.
And Cunningham lost that ball out of bounds. Bridges to Brunson. Brunson. Guard screen set. Brunson pulls up for three. That is a long shot, rebounded by Cunningham.
Still, we're playing so much better. We're going on an 8-0 run because we're actually like playing with some heart.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated it's taken this long to figure out that the starting lineup was going to get torched. You said it at the time.
That's actually one thing I've been talking about data is Paul Reed's floaters and airball. I talked about data. The data supports that Deuce McBride and that contingent starting lineup is the best that the Knicks have. That's an offensive foul on Brunson, by the way.
Oh, God. Shout out to Kolek, man. He's playing well. Why the hell was McCullers getting 10 times his minutes?
Brother, I don't know. Robinson altered that shot, but Holland gets the rebound to Ivy. Ivy pulls up mid-range jumper, got it.
It was totally unacceptable, man.
Why are the Pistons, out of all teams, and I'm not saying that their bigs are bad, getting second chance opportunity after second chance opportunity? That's an indictment on the big men and the guards for the long rebounds.
Lack of effort. A serious lack of effort, bro. Serious lack of effort.
Brunson has to really try hard for this when he gets the bucket to go. And he was swarmed in the paint that time. Here we go. Jenkins, who had cooked us in the first half, to the corner. This is Holland. Holland against Robinson. Holland inside. Shot's no good, but a foul.
Oh, my God. We've only got 69 points going into the fourth quarter.
Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
The whole offense is freaking cooked. It's been cooked for days. Oh, my God.
They just
look third straight blowout.
They just look disoriented, dude. They look incredibly disoriented.
Oh, great. Towns is in.
All right, let's and I don't know if people are going to look at it like I'm rooting against the guy. I'm not. But, this is the same flaw.
Dude, you've been his biggest defender, man. You've been defending him nonstop. Absolutely, as you should. But you're the last guy that should be
ripping him a new one.
Yeah, you should be the last guy to be worried that anyone's going to think that you're biased against him. Absolutely no. You've been defending him. You've been talking about all the things he offers. It's just plainly obvious that there is an effort issue. It's not talent. The talent is through the roof. It's effort.
I like how, Towns thought he was fouled under the basket. And it's going to seem like I'm picking on him, but I really don't care. Thought he was fouled under the basket and just kind of stood there where everybody else had to go play transition defense.
Yeah.
Brunson played up by Jenkins. 5. This is going to be a really tough shot for Brunson. Brunson inside. Shot's no good. Ball's loose out of bounds. It'll be Pistons basketball.
I mean, you're seeing that Brunson's trying everything, bro. He's trying everything to be a hero. And Towns has put nothing into this game. He's just lurching about.
Pistons will have about 4 seconds to shoot.
Third straight blowout. I'm absolutely insulted.
I'm insulted too. Ivy pulls up at the buzzer. No. Oh, well, they called the travel, I think. Doesn't matter. We're not getting a shot off with 0.3 seconds.
This isn't even a game, man.
No, it's not. It's not a game.
It should have been a game.
We should be battling back and forth. Now we're down 20.
We should be very afraid come postseason.
If this is the product, oh, fuck yeah.
we should be very afraid. Very afraid. They don't even look competitive, man. They look outmatched, outsized, outfought. We can't break them down. It looks like they've got 10 guys on the court. You know what I'm saying? It looks like
I
they're
agree.
just like Brunson has no room to do anything. It's scary.
They got to make a trade at the deadline. I got to add some sort of supplementary pieces. We need a backup big. We also need a wing. Badly. Now, let me ask you this in terms of wings, right? This guy's a little bit older. I think he would be valuable still if he's playing as well as I think. Nick Batum.
I would consider him. I would love Sadiq Bey. I would love to bring back Dante DiVincenzo.
I just don't know if he could play the wing, though.
He's perfect for Mike Brown's system, bro. Perfect.
As a shooter, sure, but
as a shooter, the whole off-ball thing, constant moving, setting screens, split screens, constant movement, Golden State Warrior style. Dude, he's like perfect, and he plays above average defense too. I think he'd be absolutely perfect. We really miss him. Let's be honest.
In terms of Batum, by the way, his contract is 2 years, $11 million, not in terms of AAV, but actually in total. He's earning about $5.6 million this year and 5.8 next year with a club option. So,
okay, yeah, Batum, I would consider. We do need a physical center that can protect the paint, but also is not completely unusable on offense.
Jock Landale, in my opinion, or Duop Reith.
Can we make a deal for Yves Missy?
I mean, sure, if you want to package him with Sadiq Bey. I don't know how. I mean,
yeah, we need to do something. We need some size there. What we need to do is we need to get guys that have played with Mike Brown that is really comfortable. So maybe look at ex-Kings.
Are you talking Keon Ellis?
I'm not a big fan of Keon Ellis, but it could work. I'm thinking other guys.
You see, if his salary wasn't so up, if I'm not mistaken, Harrison Barnes would be a good name.
I'm thinking Harrison Barnes. What's his contract situation?
I don't think it's. I think it's a little inflated for us.
It probably is, but if you're talking about a big that can shoot and play great defense, which is everything that we need, and someone that's played with Mike Brown and Mike Brown loved him, that would be the guy.
He's actually
yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I was going to say he's earning $19 million this year. He's essentially a rental.
Perfect, but the contract's a little bit too high.
A little too wonky.
God damn! If we didn't have that frickin' CBA, then we'd probably make that deal. Wonder what it would mean that we'd have to trade Mitchell Robinson, right?
Yep. Mitchell Robinson and probably somebody else.
I'm not sure if that's a win.
No, I don't think so either. Because you're trading rental for rental. Towns knocks down the first free throw. It's like a garage sale, essentially.
$53 million Towns. What are we doing?
I mean, I know you brought up Kevin Huerter. He's not a great defender, but he also is earning about $17 million. He's a rental.
Yeah, because we are actually missing shooting. You're seeing that now.
And I said this on the live stream on Friday. I said a Landry Shamet return does not prevent me from making a trade whatsoever. I like Landry Shamet. I think he's played well this year, but no way. Does that
Why is
prevent?
McCullers still playing, man? This guy is freaking ass.
I said he's not a full-time rotation player and he deserves spot minutes at best.
At best.
Oh, wait. I was about to say, is that an offensive foul?
Very occasional spot minutes. This guy's not it. He's just not it.
That's why you don't evaluate players based on one game.
Right. I mean, if you looked at the Hawks game, you'd think, oh my God, where's he been all my life? And then the very next game, you're like, okay. That's why he doesn't play. And then since then, he's just going worse and worse.
Did Cade Cunningham took a knee to the groin area, played nicely. I don't know. In my opinion, it looked incidental, but it was kind of wrong timing there. But Pistons are going to review that. They're going to challenge that.
Yabusele's contract is what,
5.6 million, 5.5 million this year.
So how can we trade him? He needs to be traded like immediately. Immediately.
Yeah, he's not playable.
I mean, it's amazing. He's not even on the freaking court right now, man. And they're down 21. They can't even trust him to be on the court. That signing was a bust and a half. Spectacular bust. It's one of the worst signings we've ever had.
Oh yeah, major It seems like such a major miscalculation.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can blame the front office because you look at what he provided last year, and
He was fine.
This is a steal for 5.5. But good God, he's turned up overweight, unfit, and he doesn't even look like an NBA player, bro. We'd struggle to get anything in return for him. I'm getting worried, man.
I don't blame you. We're looking, as I said, I'm going to use the term disoriented.
But I'm worried because this is an NBA championship window we're in.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And you trade Yabusele, you're getting nothing in return for him. Right? So you're going to have to package a pick or two in order to entice a team to take Yabusele off our hands. Problem is, we need those picks, A, to actually attack the draft, which we've ignored, and B, to package to get Giannis.
Thank you for talking about the draft, because what I was going to mention earlier, and I should have, is we talked either it was before the show or a little earlier in the show about how Trae Young, there's a potential trade where he could land with the Wizards. If that Wizards pick falls out of the top 8,
right,
that becomes a Knicks first-round pick. So we need to keep an eye on that. Being that we do not pass it up. Because Trae Young doesn't make them a bad team. He makes them mediocre, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Well, it looks like they called an offensive foul. Nice job.
How open was he?
Jenkins to Cunningham. Oh my goodness, Javonte Green could have took a nap and still hit that three. I mean, look at this. Mikal Bridges is sitting on the bench. That's an indictment on his performance. Bro, they're going to double his side. I told you. I was about to say, had he not gotten bailed out, I was about to toss my headset.
Yeah, he just had his head down, dribbling into traffic again. He got lucky, got bailed out. I wouldn't have given him that call. Now, as Brunson's sitting, Bridges sitting, so this game's over. They're not even... Interception! Oh, my God.
I could have read that.
Oh, another interception. McCullough, get him off the court, please. I can't stand this clown.
That was a terrible pass. Karl Anthony Towns nearly just got jammed on by Javonte Green.
Get Towns off the court. Just play Yabusele for the last 11 minutes. Who cares? Right, the game's over. You're not coming back. It's impossible to come back. So you might as well just bench everyone. Make a statement. Who cares if you lose by 40? It makes no difference. Towns is playing like he's wading through mud.
I don't know what Towns is playing like. It's like that moment in Major League 2. Obviously, he's thinking. I don't know what the hell he's thinking.
Oh, offensive foul. Man, this is pathetic from Towns.
Brother,
he just smacked him in the face. He smacked Stewart in the face because he's so incapable of doing anything.
Don, what number am I holding up right now?
5.
Turnovers.
That's the number of turnovers he's had? He's not even been on the... Is that more turnovers than he does have points? It feels like it.
Let's do a check on that. Let's see. And there's another three-pointer.
This isn't even a game anymore. We should just be talking trade now.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, my vocal cords are probably fucking irritated at this point. Towns has 6 points. Oh, Donald, I am sorry. I miscalculated. 6 turnovers. 6
points, 6 turnovers.
Nice little double.
There's another one. That's 7.
Or that might have been the fucking 6th. He just looks like an idiot. He just looks like a fucking idiot playing basketball. Put me on the court. I'll be more useful. Please. I'm so sick of this nonsense.
Absolutely. This is a disgrace.
I am so sick of this nonsense. Browbeaten.
This is an embarrassment. This is an embarrassment to the city, to the franchise, to the franchise organizations, the coaching staff, to his teammates, to his fans, to the fans, to basketball in general, to kids learning how to play the game. He's an embarrassment to all of that. To play like that is absurd. That's worse than Randall has ever played in his entire life, bro. Ever. This is just outrageous.
You know what? At least you could say for Randall, when he had that bad season, the Knicks were what? Just a slight playoff contender?
Right, and he made up for it with several MVP caliber seasons ever since then. Towns is playing right now like he shit himself. He's just like staggering about. He's just playing completely out of control. Like he's constantly turning the ball over. And he's just like, oh, he's like, what are you doing? You don't even look like a basketball player.
All herky jerky.
Yeah, you just play like a moron. If I see him come out of this timeout break, I'm gonna start throwing shit.
Please, I'd like to see that.
I don't want to. He better sit. If he's coming out after this timeout, things are getting thrown and broken.
Your pillow's gonna go. You're gonna throw your your hoodie, all that.
Like you need to hold this game's over. Hold him accountable. Sit everybody. And then I want an apology afterwards. Good God. Right. Trades. What could we get for Karl Anthony Towns?
Well, I
I'm
want to
starting
trade.
to seriously think about trading him at the deadline. It sounds reactionary, but after this,
I don't think he's getting it to trade at the deadline. I strongly don't think, unless there's some sort of blow up in the locker room or something like that.
I know because $50 million is untradeable unless you can get Giannis for him.
Unless you get like a package of like role players.
It would have to be a hell of a package.
You'd have to include assets, and then you trade for Giannis in the offseason. I mean, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
You could possibly. I mean, the Bucks are out of it, so we could revisit it.
I don't want Anthony Davis. I will stand on that ground right
no,
now.
I don't want him either, man.
That's going to be Antonio McDyess 2.0. Well, he's not out there. Diawara is. Oh, wait, no, that's not Porty. I'm sorry.
Good. I didn't want to break anything.
I'm incredibly disappointed. Incredibly.
101.73.
I'm. Well, at least we got Fred Flintstone out there. Try to gauge as much trade value as you can. Maybe put Pacome Dottie out there since he's perennially also useless, despite people saying he might be something, which we obviously haven't seen yet.
Okay.
And I don't want some sort of fake comeback allowing Mike Brown to put the starters back in. That would be extreme malfeasance.
Okay.
Stewart goes right to the rack.
All right, I'm looking at salaries here.
Okay.
Like who could we possibly trade Karl Anthony Towns for? Towns is got the 9th highest salary in the NBA.
And he's not even a top 10 player.
Dude, he's not even a top 20 player.
Was it $53 million he probably has right now? So you
53. Giannis is on 54.1.
So you got to send out more money with the CBA than you have to take in.
Yeah.
So.
Tatum's on 54.1. Davis is on 54.1. Jimmy Butler is on 54.1. Kevin Durant, 54.7. Joel Embiid, 55. Jokic, 55. Steph Curry, almost 60. After Towns, Jaylen Brown's on 53.1. Actually, exactly the same salary as Towns. Devin Booker also on exactly the same salary. LeBron James, 52. Paul George, 51. Kawhi Leonard, 50. Zach LaVine, 47. Larry Markkinen, 46.3. Evan Mobley, 46.3. Let's see who else. Sabonis, 42.3. Pascal Siakam.
That was the shittiest post-up I've ever seen. All done by Fred Flintstone.
I'm not even watching that. I can't watch them. It's just disgusting.
He looked like Andrea Bargnani that time.
I have to be honest. I'm looking here. There's not really anyone that I would seriously consider acquiring. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said. Package your role players. Hope for assets. Package your role players. Maybe
Yeah, but that's a summer thing because of the CPA. It's
great.
but it's crazy. Jalen Brunson is only the 46th highest paid player in the NBA. He's getting paid 34.9.
Insane. Which is a good thing because it's obviously a steal of a contract.
It's an absolute dude. Desmond Bain is getting paid more than him. Rudy Gobert's getting paid more than him.
Oh, Rudy Gobert.
Dude, that's a steal of a contract. Are you kidding me? LaMelo Ball's on $38 million. So are you telling me that Towns is getting paid $54 million and Brunson's only getting paid 38?
What was that? Close to $20 million discrepancy?
Dude, that's shameful. 108.82. That's also shameful. What are we gonna do, bro? Is there anyone that you like out of these bigs? Pascal Siakam?
Indiana's not trading Siakam. I have no way.
Scotty Barnes?
No. There's Become Dadier, the useless French guy.
Maybe Evan Mobley? No, they're never going to trade Evan Mobley, are they?
They're still believing that they're a championship team, so no, that's not happening either. He's not exactly the most polished offensively either.
No, he's not. He really isn't. I've been distinctly unimpressed by him of late, but it's the only guy that I can think of that the salaries match up with other than Giannis. Giannis is perfect. Fuck it. Just trade for Giannis.
Simple as that. Easier said than done, though.
Well, after this, it's pretty much confirmed that we can't win a championship. We can't play like this.
Nope. Ian Begley said it. Whether it was in his article or his post game, you can't play championship basketball with these type of deficiencies defensively.
No, you can't.
What's up to Stags? Stag 7882 Go Pistons. Yeah, good game, brother. I have a lot of respect for your team.
They have absolutely cooked the Knicks, so shout out to you, man. They have. By the way, let's give a shout out to JB Bickerstaff.
He pushed all the right buttons. Pushed all the right buttons.
He's coached a hell of a game, man. He's coached them so well that it looks like there's 10 Pistons on the court.
Top 10 in defensive rating, top 10 in offensive rating. That actually usually wins you a championship. I'm not saying the Pistons will win a championship, but there's been only one outlier in the past 10 years, and that was the Nuggets, to not have – I think they have like a top 12 defensive rating and top offensive rating to win a championship. But
yeah, they look the class of the East, bro.
Yabu, oh God, he's posting up. He's being tripled now.
Oh, brutal.
The hell do you even get for Dadier? A cereal box?
Not even with cereal, just an empty box.
Yeah, it would have to. Oh, Ariel Hukporty just missed a three.
Why is he taking 3-pointers? Points in the paint, 48. So one more bucket in the paint, and that'll be the fourth straight game the Knicks have given up over 50 points in the paint.
That doesn't matter because they've been killing us from three and second chance opportunities. What does it matter?
Absolutely. I'm just saying that.
I know.
That's a record. I don't think that's ever happened before. 4 straight games going to get 50 points in the paint.
Okay, so I got to ask you a question now because you were watching in the 2000s. This is going to sound so wrong to fans, and I don't care at this point. To Karl Anthony Towns or Eddie Curry?
Oh, no. Come on. No, I'm going that far. I'm not going that far. Eddie Curry was a special kind of awful. Like, you know what he played like? He plays like Yabusele.
Mm-hmm.
Just a fat Yabusele. Like, add 150 pounds to Yabusele on his belly. And without the 3-point shot. Just, he was one of the worst players you've ever seen in your entire life, my friend.
No, I think the appropriate package for Dadier is a cereal box, no cereal, and then you'll just get a few snot rags for Yabusele.
That would be nice.
A few snot rags. I couldn't have imagined that signing be any worse, I swear.
No, it's one of the worst signings of the modern era.
But Dadier, you look, as I might have mentioned this in another stream, but I apologize for repeating myself. You had McCullough playing spot minutes. You have Kaporti playing spot minutes. You have Diawara playing minutes. You have Kolek playing minutes. Not Dadier, though. That's an indictment on a most indictment on a first round draft pick I've ever seen, or one of the most.
Yeah, it's an awful look for. Oh my God, how much room does Green have? He could have taken a nap, gone up, made a coffee, driven to Dunkin' Donuts, got an Egg McMuffin at McDonald's, driven back, and still knocked down that 3. And another open dunk. And there's your 50 points in the paint. And now they're laughing at us.
By a freaking two-way player.
128.
Remember, we traded away a potential shooting guard, small forward role player. Could have selected Ryan Dunn, but no, let's select this guy who was supposed to be a drafted stash.
Yeah, this has come back to really bite our front office in the ass. 121.90, my friend. What a failure.
Oh, this was an abomination. We have failure. This was an abomination.
An abomination of a performance.
Does that arena even look full? I'm genuinely curious because it looks like people have left.
Early.
They wanted to beat traffic, I guess. I'm shutting down this fucking scoreboard. I'm so pissed. Oh, that's it. The Knicks lose 121-90. An absolute embarrassing performance against the Detroit Pistons, who remained the top Eastern Conference team. The Knicks will let's find out here. I have my tablet somewhere. I believe they play the Clippers at home next, but we're going to look at this. All right, so
that was awful, just awful.
All right, so the Knicks play the Clippers at home on the 7th, then they start the West Coast trip Friday versus the Phoenix Suns, who aren't half bad. But I'm going to be honest with you, I got nothing. I am deflated. I'm pissed because this team should be a lot better than what they're playing as. They played a hell of a lot, more refreshing before the Cup, and I'm not here to make excuses about fatigue and exhaustedness or whatever you want to say. This falls on coaching. This falls on, you could argue, leadership. This falls on the players for performance. There's no reason that OG Anunoby Mikal Bridges and Karl Anthony Towns should be no-shows, most notably Karl Anthony Towns. And I'm not saying to just solely pick him out, but there are other players that deserve blame. The only possible players with the pulse tonight were arguably Jordan Clarkson at times, Jalen Brunson, and Deuce McBride. That's not how it should be. This roster is better than that. The players are better than that. And to be a contender, like a championship contender, you don't play like this. We look like a play-in team. We looked worse than a play-in team tonight. We looked like the 2021-22 Knicks, who were 37-45, just outside of the play-in.
Worse than that, bro. They looked like the 2003 Knicks.
So yeah, that's what I got to say. Donald, do you have anything to add?
No, I mean, this was the top of the Eastern Conference clash. This is an opportunity. It was a litmus test, and they failed it spectacularly. Lost by 121 points to 90. That is an absolute failure. 4 straight games giving up over 50 points in the paint, and it's not like they were closing out in the perimeter either. So either way, it was a disgrace. The body language is even worse than the performance. The body language was shameful. And as you say, it's not like we didn't have OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, all on the court tonight. Mitchell Robinson, there was no excuse to get leveled like that. No excuse to get completely emptied like that. I'm speechless. Coaching has to be seriously looked at. But I put this down on the players. The players embarrassed the jersey. And Karl Anthony Towns, he's a very fortunate man that his salary is so egregious, because I'm telling you what, I would trade him tomorrow. You can't play like that. That's a disgrace. 6 turnovers? He was flapping around. He was flapping around like he was in water. Like, I've never seen anything like it. I'm just embarrassed. It's an awful day to be a Knicks fan right now. Awful day. No excuse. None. No, I'm not taking any excuse. There's some serious shit going on behind the scenes, because they're not playing with any effort.
They need a soul search. And also, we mentioned Towns, 6.6 turnovers against his matchups were a 6'8" power forward and a 6'9" center. You cannot have an easier matchup than that. And I'm not shitting on Isaiah Stewart or Paul Reed. They're obviously playing well enough right now to cover for the absence of Jalen Duren. He could have played worse with Jalen Duren on the floor. That's the worst part. And it's hard to get worse than what you did tonight. But these are one of these games where you just ask yourself, what does Karl Anthony Towns actually do? Because I brought this up earlier. Impact, taking away the center from the paint. Okay, cool. But you can't just have the dude playing like an NPC, because you're playing 4-on-5 defensively.
Right. Now you're playing 4-on-5 offensively with it. Now you're doubly screwed. But this team didn't hang a banner precisely because they wanted to focus on a championship. Okay, well, if you want to focus on the championship, then you have to look at your players. Karl Anthony Towns has not shown up. He's been a complete failure this year. And I'm very worried about this moving forward. He's killing Mike Brown's system. Killing them. What the hell are they going to do? What are they going to do?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Because you can't win a championship with him and Brunson giving you spectacularly below average defense.
You've learned that. We've learned that.
We've learned that. We can't. You can't survive like that.
And it's not like you could say, well, the detractors or the opposing side would say, oh, well, you got to max out the offense. Cool. Towns is not even maxing out your offense right now because his three-point shooting is not falling. He has the stupid tendencies where he goes up in post and makes soft shots or puts up soft touch at the basket. Like, the idea is to bring Karl-Anthony Towns to help Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson was on his own island tonight.
Right. And I mean, Brunson maximizes his offense, so it makes up for his poor defense. But Towns is doing nothing on either end, so like there's no excusing it. And now we've got this albatross of a contract, which like I always felt at the time, but god damn. And I just went through the salaries. There's not really an automatic like, oh yeah, well let's just trade him for him. There's not really a good trade out there. Oh God, we have to make it work. I just don't see it. God damn, man, I was so happy.
I was
Take me back to Christmas Day. Things were going great.
They were. That's all we got here to end off the Knicks Pistons stream. It was a very good stream, by the way, despite the Knicks absolutely crapping themselves in Detroit. But we'll see what happens. I might have to make a couple of videos on this. I'll try to rest my voice as well, but I got to talk about this. Some way or another. Just the absolute abomination we've watched the Knicks the last couple of days. There's no reason to get blown out by Detroit. There's no reason to lose double digits nearly to Atlanta. There's no reason to lose double digits to Philly. This is a team that's in a very bad way right now. Yeah. Very bad way. And question is, it's again, obviously the obvious answer is okay, make trades, but you're limited. Limited assets, limited flexibility in terms of, money. But I don't know what the answer is right now. I don't.
Well, maybe this was the sign that the Knicks need that Towns is not the guy, and maybe now they'll be more aggressive in looking at trades. Maybe there's a positive. There's a positive we can take out of it.
I genuinely hope that somebody asks him, "Hey, Mike Brown, what do you think of Karl-Anthony Towns' performance tonight?" And then he calls out Karl-Anthony Towns directly.
Yeah, because he deserves it. He just didn't try. He didn't try. Brunson tried. Deuce tried. Kolek tried. Clarkson tried. And that's about it. But Towns didn't even try. Didn't even put in even a mediocre effort. Just awful.
Yeah, I got nothing. I just kind of just want to diffuse. I think we're all going to diffuse when we get off this thing. But if you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe. As I said, maybe more content out this week, depending what goes on. Cade is different, dude. You got a player in Cade. What's up to Ray Floyd for? Cade is different. Cade is one hell of a point guard. I have a lot of respect for him.
Different class. But
without further ado, folks, as I said, if you're new here, hit the like button, subscribe, turn the notification bell. Ray. 0 assists for Brunson. Brunson was all alone, dude.
Terrible look.
It is a terrible look. And I'm not, there's times where Brunson doesn't pass, dude. If you watch the game, with all respect, he was all alone. There was nobody lending him a hand. It was like that one meme where it's like, hey, guys, help me, or something like that. Hey, guys, can you help me out here? And then there's those 3 or 4 players that are just doing whatever nonsense. That's what it was, dude.
Yeah, who's he passing to? Towns? Every time Towns had the ball, he turned it over. McCullers, clown show. OG was anonymous. Bridges was playing like an idiot. Who's he passing to? It wasn't good. But I do agree with the 0 assists. That's why I wanted him to play more 2 guard and have Kolek play the 1.
Feed off of him.
At least Kolek could run the offense. But obviously, you need Brunson to run an offense. But on this occasion, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. No one helped him. He was on his own. It was 1 versus 5. Now, that's not conducive to good basketball.
No.
He was playing hero ball. He obviously felt it from the start because I was noticing him playing hero ball right in the first quarter. He obviously knows that none of his teammates are trying right now. And it's very frustrating to watch.
Yeah. Fair enough. As I said, guys, continue support. Definitely appreciate it. Hit the sub button, hit the like button, share out. Also, catch the links down below. Donald's links, Dylan's links, Man Cave's links as well. I believe I have down there. Gonna have I don't know if we'll be doing a stream throughout the rest of the week because I think we all need to defuzz a little bit from this this clown show, but I'll probably make a video or two, see what goes on, depending on how bad the Knicks continue to play. But without further ado, folks, regardless of how bad the Knicks play, we're always riding with orange and blue. See y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Good game, Pistons fans. Catch you later. Peace.
Thanks, guys. Good night.